Hey everyone, it's Pixelade here and welcome back to my channel. I actually sat down at my desk and did a little bit of research and crunched some numbers, and today we are going to be speculating and predicting on when we think The Sims 4 Discover University is going to be announced and released based on past expansion pack trends, release dates, announcement dates, and more. But first, before we get into that, there is one piece of news that I do want to cover right here, right now, real quick. There has been yet another leak for The Sims 4 University expansion pack, which is at this point speculation. I feel like this is a really good time to point this out, so I'm gonna let you know right now in case you haven't seen any of my previous videos. EA has not confirmed this expansion pack in any way, shape, or form. Nothing is confirmed by them. These listings are possible leaks that have been posted by gaming retailer sites around the world. First, we saw a Dutch website list The Sims 4 Discover University to be released November 15th, which is on a Friday. Before that, Target's database posted that the same exact expansion pack was going to be released on the same day as well, November 15th. And now we have another listing from joybuggy.dk. This is another legitimate gaming website. I do think that the thumbnail is a placeholder. Obviously, this isn't the official thumbnail. I believe this is actually a thumbnail that Sims Community created for one of his articles or videos. But it only makes sense. We don't have any footage of this game. We don't have an official announcement of this game. So, how do you expect them to have an official cover? So it's definitely 100% a placeholder, at least until this announcement comes, which I hope is very, very soon. But they did list The Sims 4 Experience University, a little bit different from the other leaks that we've seen showing Discover University. But let's be honest, back when the same leaks happened for Island Living, they were called Tropical Paradise, Island Paradise, all types of different things, and it eventually led to Island Living. So you kind of get the gist, you get the idea. I honestly hope that it's called just University. I'm not too much of a fan of the Experience University or Discover University. I don't know, I just feel like it doesn't flow that well. But of course, when you scroll down on this listing, it does show that the language for this game is English to multi-language. It is on the Origin platform, and it is expected to be released on November 15th, 2019. So now we have 3 dates that are all coinciding together. Now, Friday is a very, very, very special day. Not only are all of these potential leaks claimed to be releasing this game on that day, what makes this even more interesting is that past expansion packs have all been released on Fridays as well. The Sims 4 Cats and Dogs was released Friday, November 10th. Seasons was released Friday, June 22nd. Get Famous was released Friday, November 16th. And Island Living was released Friday, June 21st. So honestly, this isn't far-fetched and it seems very plausible. Here is where I'm going to start diving into things and into my prediction for when I think this game is going to be announced. The release date is pretty set in stone in my opinion. Of course, it's not confirmed or anything. It's just speculation based on these possible leaks. But for 3 different potential leaks to share the same exact release date, which happens to be on the same day of the week past expansion packs came out, I think it's pretty possible that that's going to be the date. So Cats and Dogs was actually announced on August 21st, then released on November 10th. This had such a huge gap, and when I say huge, I mean huge. 81 days between the announcement and the official release date. That's 11 and a half weeks, almost 3 months in time. I'm very surprised that they did that. Of course, Cats and Dogs is one of the highly anticipated expansion packs for the Sims franchise. I know that Cats and Dogs, Seasons, and University are like my holy trinity. So those are 3 expansion packs that I always look forward to in every Sims game. I love them for The Sims 2, I loved them for The Sims 3, and I know that for The Sims 4, they are still highly anticipated amongst the older fans. Up next was the Seasons expansion pack. This was announced on a Thursday, May 22nd, and released on a Friday, June 22nd. So only 29 days between the announcement date and the release date. That's 4 4 weeks, just about 1 month. And this is actually the average amount of time that there is between an official EP announcement and a release date. Moving on to Get Famous, it was announced October 9th on a Tuesday and released Friday, November 16th. Only 38 days between announcement and release. That's 5 weeks, a little over 1 month. So Seasons and Get Famous are kind of showing us what we should expect in terms of time frames between announcement and release dates. Seasons was 29 days, Get Famous was 38, so it did increase just a little bit, but still hovering right around that 1 month mark. So of course it's possible that there could be more than a 1 month gap between those dates or less, but with Seasons and Get Famous, we waited around 1 month for both of those expansion packs. Now here's the last one, and this is where things get tricky because this can mean many different things. Island Living is the latest expansion pack for The Sims 4. It was announced Saturday, June 8th. Now you're like, oh my gosh, Saturday, and they never announce expansion packs on a weekend, but they did for Island Living, and that's because there was a special event around Island Living. It was EA Play, and gratefully I was invited, and I'm so thankful to have attended. And I think the reason why they did this is because the main event happened on that day, and there was a live stream on that day, so it only made sense to announce it then, considering that, you know, all this attention was on this event, on this live stream. So I totally understand that. So it was announced June 8th on Saturday and then released Friday, June 21st. Only 13 days. That's it. Only 13 days between the announcement and the release. That's not even 2 weeks, and that's only about half a month. Like, what? It's honestly kind of concerning that they did that, and this could mean one of two things. It either means that they kept this span very short because of the event and they wanted to create a lot of hype around it, or it could mean that this is a new release method that they're trying to go for, of course giving us a shorter window between the announcement and release date. What do you guys think down in the comment section below? Do you think that this was the exception because of the EA Play event? Or do you think that the release windows are just getting shorter and shorter and shorter as The Sims 4 goes on? I'm leaning more towards EA Play, because I think for the latest game packs, we did have a decent size window for them. And if it was shrinking, then that would have shrunk as well, you know? So with all of that data and information out on the table, now I'm gonna get into my prediction for the announcement of The Sims 4 University or Discover University, whatever it's gonna be called. So what I did was I actually added up all of the days between the announcement and the release date together. So for Cats and Dogs, it was 81. For Seasons, it was 29 days. For Get Famous, it was 38 days. And for Island Living, it was 13. I added up all of those days together and divided it by 4, since it covers 4 expansion packs: Cats and Dogs, Seasons, Get Famous, and Island Living, for an average number of days between the last 4 expansion packs, and it got 40.25. So just a little over a month is the average waiting time between announcement and release. I seriously hope that you guys are following me, because I feel like I'm just saying this way too fast, and there's like all these crazy ideas inside of my head that I'm trying to explain as best as I can. So I'm sorry if it's just a little bit hard for you to understand. If you have to pause the video to think about it, then I definitely encourage you to do so. I just want something new in the game, and I want something fresh and something exciting, and I was so disappointed with Island Living, and I was disappointed with Realm of Magic, I was disappointed with Moschino, so I'm kind of hanging by a thread here, and I just really want this pack, and I want it to be good because I'm losing interest in The Sims 4, and I'm losing interest fast. So now that brings me to the next part. The rumored release date for University is November 15th on a Friday. Now, if I take that average number of days that I did come out with and push that before that date, it actually takes me to Saturday, October 5th. And what's today's date? Sunday, October 13th. So obviously that's wrong. We didn't receive any type of announcement or teaser last week. Now, of course, today is Sunday, so I'm thinking that the announcement, if it's going to happen, is potentially coming this week. Cats and Dogs was announced on a Monday, Seasons was announced on a Thursday, Get Famous announced on a Tuesday, and Island Living announced on a Saturday. So they're kind of all different times, but the Sims team loves announcing things on Tuesday. At least they've done that with several of the game packs and stuff packs. So I'm kind of banking around an official announcement and trailer coming on Tuesday, with a tiny little teaser on Twitter arriving Monday. I do remember that they did that with Seasons and Get Famous. We had those official trailers arrive, and one day before, they did post on their social medias that there was a little surprise, and I did actually screenshot that. On October 8th at exactly 1:00 p.m., the Sims team tweeted, "Subscribe to our YouTube channel for a surprise tomorrow," and lo and behold, one day later, we got the Get Famous revealed. For Seasons, they tweeted, "What's this? A surprise tomorrow. Prepare by subscribing to our YouTube channel." That was May 23rd at exactly 1:00 p.m. as well. Lo and behold, May 24th, the official reveal trailer for Seasons was released. So we always get these little teasers one day before the trailer. So I'm predicting that we are either going to get this little teaser tomorrow, Monday, October 14th, or at the possible latest, the 21st or the 28th, if we're going by this Island Living window of only having 13 days between announcement and release, which I don't see happening because there really aren't any more major events that this expansion pack is gonna be showcased at. So I really don't know. I don't think it's gonna be announced in November, because if it's coming on the 15th, the Monday before would be the 11th, and before that would be the 4th, and that's not even giving us like a week and a half to 2 weeks before, and this is such a highly anticipated pack, so I don't think that's gonna happen. So the little teaser's either coming on the 14th, 21st, or 28th, and the official trailer I expect to arrive on the 15th, 22nd, or 29th. Of course, things could be different. The little teaser could potentially not come Monday, and the trailer could potentially not come Tuesday. It could be Thursday or Friday instead, because that's happened before. Seasons was announced on a Thursday, and Get Famous was announced on a Tuesday. Cats and Dogs was announced on a Monday, so each one's different, like I said. So it's possible that the teaser could come on the 17th of October, the 24th of October, or the 31st of October, which then would allow the trailer to arrive the 18th, 25th, or November 1st, and I think that's like the absolute latest. The only way that all of this could be not correct is if that release date is wrong, and if the expansion pack is coming later. For example, it's not coming November 15th, maybe it's coming on the 22nd or the 29th, or maybe possibly in December. So I think that those dates that I listed, that I predict and speculate these teasers and trailers to drop, only will happen if the game is coming on November 15th. If it's coming later than that, then I don't expect to be right. But I want to know what you guys think. Spam the comments with all of your ideas, speculation. I know this video was crazy. There's a lot of numbers, and I'm going to try to incorporate as many images and calendars and stuff as I can, just so you can not only hear what I'm saying, but see it as well. I just want it to make sense for you guys. I love you all so much. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it entertaining and informative. And of course, if you did, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up and add it to your favorites playlist right here on YouTube. Click the subscribe button to become a little lemon, and ding the bell next to it to receive notifications on any type of future upload on the channel, so that you are notified every single time I upload a new video and can be a part of the notification squad. You can follow me on social media. That includes Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitch, and more. Links are down in the description box below. I love each and every one of you to the moon and back, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone.